The 1955 Cadillac Eldorado Convertible. 3 years into Eldorado production, they updated the design for the third consecutive year. For the 1955, this included a new rear end with more protruding tail fins and dual lights. The rest of the body was similar to the standard Series 62 convertible. The next year, the convertible was replaced by the Barrettes, but only in name. The 1956 model kept essentially the exact same body. The Cadillac Series 62 Eldorado had reclaimed, redesigned, regained its unique body. The all-new design for the 1955 model year was a step forward in contemporary Cadillac design. It was open-air driving that offered spacious luxury and comfort, new refinements, and an exclusive to Eldorado, a 270 horsepower V8 engine made by the 1955 Cadillac Eldorado Sport Convertible, the most unique motor car in the world. The spectacular 1955 Cadillac Eldorado gained new rear styling apart from the other Cadillac models. Its sweeping rear fenders sported high, slender, pointed tail fins. The dramatic sculpted side ornamentation and emphasized its long, low lines. Fender skirts were eliminated and the rear wheel cutouts were reused. The Eldorado was the pinnacle of the Cadillac luxury. It was so beautiful to see, thrilling to drive, a uniquely satisfying to own. From its authoritative front-end design with the gleaming Dagmar bumper guards to the sleek shark fins, the 1955 Cadillac Series 62 Eldorado was every inch a Cadillac. It was the standard of the world in striking beauty. The 1955 Eldorado, also a certified milestone car. For the 1955 model year, Cadillac presented an exclusive high-performance engine that featured multiple carburetors. It was one of the most responsive cars in the world. The greatly advanced 5.4-liter 16-valve 331 CID overhead valve V8 engine produced 270 horsepower at 4,800 RPMs with 460 Nm of peak torque at 3,200 RPM. It used two Rochester 4GC 4 double barrel carburetors, or 4GC 4 barrel carburetors. The engine was mounted to the GM Hydra-matic 4-speed automatic transmission. The 1955 Eldorado went from 0 to 60 in 12.3 seconds and 0 to 100 in 40.9 seconds and had a top speed of 113 miles per hour. It did the quarter mile at 78 miles per hour in 18.8 seconds. In every way, this revolutionary new Cadillac Eldorado is distinctive to be one of the most valuable collector cars in the world. Wow. The 1955 Eldorado Sport Convertible used a fully automatic power folding fabric roof. Its sleek metal parade boot highlighted the luxurious leather-clad interior. 9 color combinations were available. 4 combinations of blue, black, gray, and red were trimmed with white and 5 other solid colors. On the dashboard of the 1955 Eldorado was a small brass plaque with the engraved name of the owner. Standard features included radio and antenna, heater, power seat, and windows. Custom trim and ornamentation exclusive to the Eldorado, it was truly the standard of world in a high style and glamour. Okay, here we are. The second generation, which was produced through 1954 through 1956. In 1954, Eldorado lost its unique sheet metal and shared its basic body shell with standard Cadillacs, distinguished now mainly by trim pieces. This allowed GM to lower the price and see a substantial increase in sales. The Eldorados had golden identifying crest centered directly behind the air slot fender brakes and wide fluted beauty panels to decorate the lower rear sides. These panels were made of extruded aluminum and also appeared on unique one-of-a-kind Eldorado coupe built for the Reynolds Aluminum Corporation. Also included in the production Eldorado Convertible were monogram plates on the doors, wire wheels, and custom interior trimmings with the Cadillac crest embossed on the seat bolsters. A total of 2,150 Eldorados were sold at much more modest US $5,738 base price, equivalent to about $57,899 this year, nearly 4 times as many as in 1953. So 4 times as many as sold in 1953 were sold in 1954. For 1955, the Eldorado body gained its own rear end styling with high, slender, pointed tail fins. These contrasted with the rather thick bulbous fins which were common at the time. The Eldorado Sport Convertible featured extra such as wide chrome body belt moldings and twin round taillights halfway up the fenders. Sales nearly doubled to 3,950. In 1956, a 2-door hardtop coupe version was released called the Eldorado Seville, at which point the convertible was named the Eldorado Barritz. An Eldorado script finally appeared with fender crest on the car, which was further distinguished by twin hood ornaments. And an extra feature on the Eldorado convertible was a ribbed chrome saddle molding extending from the windshield to the rear window pillar along the beltline. With the addition of the Seville, sales rose yet again to 6,050, of which 2,150 were Sevilles. Eldorados accounted for nearly 4% of all Cadillacs sold. The Cadillac Eldorado is a luxury car that is manufactured and marketed by Cadillac from 1952 until 2002, over 12 generations. The Eldorado was at or near the top of the Cadillac line. The original 1953 Eldorado convertible and the Eldorado Wraparound models of 1957 through 1960 had distinct body shells and were the most expensive models that Cadillac offered those years. The Eldorado was never less than second in price after the Cadillac Series 75 limousine until 1966. Starting in 1967, the Eldorado retained its premium position in the Cadillac price structure, but it was in high volumes on a unique 2-door personal luxury car platform. The nameplate Eldorado is a contraction of 2 Spanish words that translate as the gilded golden one, and also refers to El Dorado, the mythical Colombian lost city of gold that fascinated Spanish explorers. Chosen in the internal competition for the 1952 concept vehicle, celebrating Cadillac's golden anniversary, the name Eldorado was subsequently adopted for a limited edition convertible for model year 1953. Cadillac began using the nameplates Eldorado Seville after the city in the southern Spain and Eldorado Barritz after the luxury seaside resort in southern France to distinguish between the hardtop and the convertible models, respectively, while both were being offered. From 1956 through 1960 exclusively, the Seville name was dropped when the hardtop was initially discontinued in 1961, and the Barrett's name continued through 64. Beginning in 65, the Eldorado became the Fleetwood Eldorado, and the Barrett's returned as an up-level trim package for the Eldorado from 76 through 91. Okay, well, if you found yourself this far into the video, we'd certainly like to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch our video. And if you like our video, please subscribe to our channel, because we'll be doing a lot of the cars from the 50s and 60s. We'll be doing muscle cars and sports cars. We'll be doing autoramas and car shows and hot rods. So a little bit of everything for everybody. And we hope to see you when we upload our next video. And always, always, always take good care. Thank you.